Right now, I'm with Christopher Bromson, who is the executive director of the Museum of the Dog. How exciting is tonight!
We're so thrilled to be back partnering with the PET GALA. There is nothing like this, and we're the lucky recipients of the proceeds.
I know.
So we'll put every dollar back into creating experiences for people to enjoy with their dogs.
I know. And what do you think about Anthony Rubio and his talents?
I mean, how can you even compare? It's remarkable. 2 weeks. I don't know how he does it.
And not only the pet designs, but also the ladies are in the most glamorous attire.
It's true. It's a prolific body of work.
So now, did you help him choose what stars he was going to emulate?
That is the artist's choice, and he nails it every year.
He did. He put it out there. He said, "Who would you like to see me recreate?" He said, "But of course, I have the final word on that."
Of course. Yeah, the artist's right.
Yeah. So tell everybody, what is the Museum of the Dog all about?
We are all about creating experiences that celebrate the human-canine connection. So we have the largest collection of dog-related art and artifacts in the country, and we run a ton of programs for people to enjoy with their dogs. So everything from kids' story times to what we call Bark After Dark, a party for people and their dogs. And starting on June 13th, every Friday, people will be able to bring their dogs to the museum all day. We just ask if they book a ticket online at museumofthedog.org beforehand.
Wonderful. Now, a Museum of the Dog is very glamorous. It's several levels, right?
Yes, yeah. We have 3 floors. We have a very beautiful library that people love to spend time in and research different breeds and dog training techniques, all sorts of things.
So how did you get associated with Museum of the Dog?
So I stepped into the role of CEO and executive director almost 2 years ago. I have a dog myself, a Newfoundland named Luca, a beautiful 5-year-old, 150-pound bundle of love. And so it was really through him.
That's a big dog, 150 pounds.
Yeah, I joke that we're the same weight. But he's amazing, and he was kind of my path to the museum.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, so he's the chief canine officer. He has a lot of responsibility and, executes his job wonderfully.
And what is your address there?
We are 40th and Park, so we're in 101 Park Avenue, a beautiful building. We're right off to the corner. So it's 40th and Park, right next to Grand Central. And our website is museumofthedog.org.
Beautiful. I'm so excited to see the fashion show.
Me too. I can't wait. And it's so good to see you again.
Great to see you too, Christopher.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so I'm with the dog owners. What is your name?
Kevin.
Kevin and Cheryl. And what kind of dog is this?
She's a Pekingese.
A Pekingese. And your name is?
Zoe.
Zoe, you're going to be modeling the runway? Okay. So tell me, how did your dog get associated with Anthony Rubio and the PET GALA?
We attended the PET GALA last year for the first time as guests, and she just got kind of swooped up in the whole atmosphere of it. We talked to Anthony, met him, and just invited us for his runways and invited us to do his PET GALA this year.
Okay, so you had brought your dog. You brought your dog as a guest.
Yes.
And what's your dog's name again?
BB the Pekingese.
BB the Pekingese. And so she was actually discovered last year at the PET GALA, right?
Exactly, yep.
And how do you feel as the proud mommy?
I'm thrilled. I'm so happy to be here.
It's your little baby?
Yeah, it's our baby, and the models are awesome. They're everyone's so nice.
How do you feel about being with BB?
She's really calm. She's so cute.
Yeah. She really loves what she's wearing. And the main thing is Anthony's designs and costumes are so comfortable for the dogs, right?
Yes.
So where are you from?
We're from New York City, not far from here.
Well, have a great runway show. This is going to be a runway show. Enjoy.
Thank you.
And congratulations.
Thank you.
Hi, Lori. How are you?
Hi, Helen. How are you? We're back.
Yes, great to see you again. But you have a different pooch this time. You have Dusty.
I have Dusty, same breed, Pomeranian, but a little guy, new one for us, new rescue. He was a retired breeder, and he's happy to be here.
How many do you have now?
6.
You have 6 Pomeranians. How do you manage?
I manage. Next time I see you, I could potentially have 7, but now we have 6.
Really? So your whole life revolves around them, doesn't it?
Yeah, it actually does. We spend a lot of
So
time.
now, what is your day like? Come a little closer to me. What is your day like? I mean, do you take them to the park? Do you dress them? What do you do?
They dress. Hello, everybody. They dress up every day. Every day we're dressed up. We take them to the park. They go to the mall. They go everywhere.
Do you have a carriage for them or a stroller?
Of course, several.
Okay. What is everybody's reaction?
They always stop. They always ask to take pictures. I mean, he really stands out, so that's what's exciting about him.
And who is he wearing tonight?
He is Coleman Domingo.
Did you watch when it aired?
I did. Of course I did. The Met Gala.
The Met Gala.
I did.
Did you have any say in who he was going to be?
Zero zilch. I like it to be a surprise, actually. Never like to know.
Yes. So now, does Anthony have the measurements and he just makes the outfit? He doesn't have to come in for a fitting, does he?
I always give fresh measurements, but I'm also very careful. We have to allow a lot of room for fluff with this one. So there's a lot of fluff here.
He's adjusted to wearing clothes nicely.
Yeah, he was very comfortable. He's very comfortable with everything. Put him on the floor upside down. He just hangs out.
So how do you feel about the fashion show tonight?
I'm very excited. We're both very excited. It's really a thrilling event.
So you only have the one dog here tonight?
I only have Dusty tonight, yes. All the folks.
And how old is Dusty?
He's 4.
Now, did you say he's a rescue?
He's a rescue. He's a retired breeder. So he lived a life of making babies, and it was okay. But now he's here and living really a life of luxury. Everything revolves around Dusty.
How much food does he eat? Because he doesn't look that big.
Well, he is actually very heavy. He's on a very restricted diet. Very restricted diet. Eats
So that he doesn't gain weight?
Yeah, I'm trying to have him actually lose a pound or 2.
Okay. Well, enjoy the show tonight. I know I am. Right now we're with Suki, right? And Suki is who?
She's a Chinese president. She's the artist of Chikuya.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yes.
How old is she?
Suki is 3 years old. 3 years old.
Is this her first time at
This is
the
her second
Gala?
show. Her second show.
Second show.
Yes.
Okay, and are you excited about it?
Oh yes, we love it. We just love showcasing these beautiful animals, these beautiful things.
She's very calm.
Yes, very calm.
Yeah.
She's very calm.
Anthony, fabulous.
That's my name.
Mr. Fabulous. Anthony, how many celebrity looks did we see tonight at the Pet Gala?
15 of them.
15. Can you shout out some of them?
Well, we couldn't miss Diana Ross, and then Dua Lipa. We had, oh my gosh, there were so many of them.
I know, and they were phenomenal.
Thank you.
Right, and you had a wonderful event today. It was on 3 different floors.
Yes.
You had the beautiful flower backgrounds.
Absolutely.
And the dogs came out, and they were on tables, and you gave plenty of time for people to get their photographs. And then this wonderful, wonderful fashion show led off with the opera.
Yes, we had an opera of electronic music, which was really wonderful. I even recognized Carmina Bruana, so I'm a big fan of opera.
Yes,
And
so how did you come up with that?
well, I didn't. It was that we invited them to come and perform. You know, their agent reached out, and we were like, absolutely, why not? And you never know. Next year we might have more.
And who are Bogey and Kimba?
Okay, Bogey was Janelle Monáe, and Kimba was Tiana Taylor.
Fabulous. Continued success, Anthony.
Thank you so much. This was really fun, and I'm glad everybody enjoyed it. And looking at everybody's smile on their faces, that tells me it was a success.
We had a ball. We had a great venue, too. Beautiful venue here. Thank you.
Thank you.